Welcome to the Ireland Pavilion. My name is Pat Hennessy. I'm the Commissioner General here at the Ireland Pavilion at Expo 2020 Dubai. The theme of Ireland here at Expo is Ireland, Island of Inspiration. So our message is very much about Irish creativity, and we take the opportunity offered by Expo to showcase the very best of Irish creativity, whether it involves our artists, our designers, our inventors, our innovators. So we have a really interesting story to tell. But of course we start by bringing our visitors into the Oculus. This is the area where we have a specially developed movie about Ireland. It gives some of the background to the history of Ireland, and I suppose it shows how creativity is very much part of our DNA. So here we are, welcome to the Oculus. This is where our visitors take their seats here. We show the movie that, as I said, traces Irish history, Irish culture, and shows, if you like, how embedded creativity is in the Irish mind and the Irish soul. This area evokes that famous UNESCO site in Ireland, the Passage Tomb, where the light of the sun was tracked on the winter solstice, and our opening there reflects that same opening to the sun and that idea of tracking the light of the sun. Here in Dubai, obviously there is plenty of sunshine, so this is something I think that our visitors here really well appreciate and understand. Now we come into this area here that connects, if you like, the two parts of our pavilion, this is where we have examples of work by Irish artists, Irish inventors, Irish designers, very much continuing that tradition of creativity that we talked about in the movie. And this is my colleague Trish, who is our guide here in the Makers Gallery. Trish can maybe talk to you a little bit about some of the items that are on display here. So please come on inside.
Hello, my name is Trish, and I have the great privilege to work here in the Makers Gallery here in the Irish Pavilion. The theme of the gallery is creativity, as you can see through the beautiful examples we have here. This is one of the most popular pieces in the gallery. It's a chair made from one single piece of wood. You can see how it flows from the bottom round to the top and down. There is no joins in it at all. The wood in it is ash, and it's ebonized. So people are surprised, ash being a lighter coloured wood, but it's ebonized, and it allows us to see every single grain in the chair. This technique that's used to give this shaping is steam. And the gentleman, the creator, which is Joseph Walsh, he's seen this with fishermen fixing the boats in Kinsale years ago, and he thought of this idea to adapt it to furniture, which is quite beautiful. We have other pieces here. This is a celebration of colour. It's clay pottery and it's hand painted, and it's by Grania Watts, and she's based in Kilkenny. And it's beautiful examples of how you can use colour and shape. These are fantastic pieces. They're done by Max Brosi, and the wood is sycamore, and it is blackened sycamore. And it's surprisingly light when you look at it, but some people mistake it, they look at it first as pottery. But he's a very talented artist based in Leitrim. We've also got the willow here that's made by Joe Hogan, and this is made, and he's based in Galway, in the Gaeltacht area in Galway. This is a lovely story to tell. It's a story about hurling, which is a 3,000-year-old sport. It's fastest field sport in the world, and since the beginning they've been using ash trees. This family, the Torpy family, had generations of family members making hurleys. Unfortunately, they sowed 20,000 ash trees in 2002, but they were affected by the ash dieback, which is a disease. This left them looking for solutions and replacements for ash. They looked to China, where they were making buildings from bamboo particles. So this is a bamboo hurley, which is extremely unusual. The idea behind it is obviously availability, but also a bamboo matures in 5 years, and an ash tree takes 35 years. So it makes a lot of sense. We have another beautiful piece over here. It's a guitar, and what people love about this project is George Loudon. This is a beautiful example of wood. George Loudon is a very famous guitar maker. He's well known for his idea that he'd never make a guitar from anything only recycled wood. He won't cut down a tree for the purpose of making a guitar. He's met with Ed Sheeran and they've become firm friends, and they wanted to make a guitar that's affordable to all young people. They've decided to use aerospace manufacturing techniques, which reduces the manufacturing time down to 1 day as opposed to weeks for this. This is cedar and willow and walnut in this.
Welcome to another part of the Irish Pavilion. Here we have a very interesting architectural exhibition called The Architecture of Creative Learning. And what this does is it showcases and highlights the work of Irish architects on buildings linked to education in both in Ireland but in many other parts of the world. So it's something we're very proud to have this here as part of our pavilion, as part of our exhibition. And again, it's something that our visitors find really interesting. There has always been a great tradition with Expos going back over the years of providing thought leadership, of helping to develop the world of ideas. And I think for us in Ireland, with our emphasis on creativity, we're quite conscious that not just for Ireland but for the world as a whole, that at a time when artificial intelligence and robotics and so on taking on many of the traditional tasks that we as people would have carried out, that for our children and grandchildren, if they are to have happy and fulfilled lives, we need to make sure that they have the opportunity to develop their personal creativity, that human capacity which is unique to us as people. And so I think for all of our societies, that opportunity to develop the creative impulse and to move forward in that way is really essential if we are to have people who feel fulfilled in their lives and who are able to contribute in a very positive way to their societies. So here on stage we have Cathal and Jack and Lucia, and they entertain our visitors with wonderful music. They talk about the instruments that they play, because many of them are quite distinctive and quite traditional to Ireland. And they also talk about a project we have called the Irish Songbook. This is the idea that with a repertoire of some 50 songs which are played here during Expo, songs by Irish composers are associated with Ireland, but they're being reinterpreted by the groups that we have on stage. And come our National Day, which will be St. Patrick's Day on the 17th of March, we'll be releasing a special album, the Irish Songbook Reimagined at Expo. So it'll be very much part of our legacy offering after Expo.